Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome to my channel, and I am here again with another reaction video. This video is heartwarming. Convert this grandmother accept Islam in her old age. So we're going to be reacting to this video today, and we were all going to see what happened and what caused for her reversion to Islam, and the full story we're going to go through together. So let's get into it.
And then one night, Allah guided me to an ayat and a surah, and it mentioned, "This day I have completed my favor upon you. I have perfected your religion."
Everyone's life journey is always different. So is the spiritual journey in getting guidance. Sometimes God gives it to us from a way we didn't expect. Emin Abdul Haq, a grandmother from the United States. In her old age, she was guided and decided to become a Muslim. The story of her conversion began when Emin and her twin sister decided to move to Winter Haven.
Well, I moved to Winter Haven to be with my twin sister. And I had left the local church that I was in, and I felt sad that I was leaving. But when I think about it, I've been in many denominations, in and out, and the local church was the last church that I was in. And one evening, I just decided to go to God. For no reason at all, I just went to God in prayer and asked Him that I wanted the truth, no matter what it takes. Well, I said this 3 different times, 3 different days.
In her later years, Emin Abdul Haq often prayed for guidance to the right path. She began to doubt the concept of the Trinity in her previous religion, until one night, Allah guided her to the right path. Her daughter, Nur Nasser, who had not visited her for a long time, suddenly came. Her daughter came as a Muslim, and of course, her daughter taught and introduced Islam to Emin. MashaAllah, it's all God's will.
And then one night I was ready to retire when with the doorbell rang, and my twin said, your daughter's here." And I says, "My daughter? Which one?" And she said, "Lou." So anyway, I went to greet her and came back, and I saw her. She was all covered differently, you know. Yeah, I came to my daughter and asked her 2 questions, because I saw her kneeling that night and she was prostrated. And that seemed strange to me. So anyway, I asked her, "Are you still a Christian? And what do you think about the Trinity?" And then my daughter said that she would take time with me that night. But anyway, I had mentioned to my daughter, "Oh, Lou, I've been praying for the truth, no matter what it takes." And I said this 3 different times, and I mentioned this to her.
Hearing her mother's concerns and questions, Nur Nasser answered and explained the concept of the Trinity to her mother. After that, Nur Nasser continued her explanation of Islam and advised her mother to read the Quran.
I picked up the Quran and held it to my face and kissed it. I stated, "Why hasn't anyone told us about this?" Nur taught me how to pray, how to wash before prayer. And I memorized my prayers in English and some in Arabic. Okay? So then I continued with my reading, and
this is a little bit out of the topic, and let me say this. Muslims, they have to cleanse themselves before they go to prayer. Prayer means everything to the Muslim person. If a Muslim person is not praying for some reason, that means it's really, really difficult life for him, and it's going to be like in a really bad situation. That's why Muslims, they have to go cleanse themselves before they go to prayer and stand in front of their Almighty Creator. So let's keep going.
Interested in the Quran, she endeavored to learn and understand more about Islam, until one night, Allah led her to a verse that made her not stop crying.
And then one night, Allah guided me to an ayat and a surah, and it mentioned, "This day I have completed my favor upon you. I have perfected your religion, and I have chosen Islam as your religion." This was amazing to me, just amazing, that I realized that God had a religion. And all these other denominations were just man-made. Praise Allah. So my daughter had called me from Egypt, and she had made arrangements that I wanted to go to Hajj. So I performed my duty. And it was a wonderful experience. I can remember just walking up that hill, and the tears were just coming down my face. So then I returned home and continued my journey. And I really realized that I was on a journey to Islam.
Ultimately, if Allah wants to guide someone, then there is no other way but to accept the truth. There is no God but Allah, and
It for this video. It's kind of a little bit short video, about 6 minutes, 7 minutes or so. Yeah, it was a very, very good video, an inspiring video. I I enjoyed watching and listening the story of this grandmother. And so one thing I want to say is Islam is not a new religion that came 1400 years ago. Islam been there ever since of human creation, starting from the beginning. By meaning that Islam is simply submitting your will to God alone. That's what Islam means. It's not a new religion that Prophet Muhammad started. As all prophets preach the same, submit your will to God alone, without associating any partners, or saying there is another God beside God, all kind of things. So that's, in short, that's what Islam means. It's just simply submitting your will to the one who created you. That's what Islam in short term means. So when we like in this world right now that we're in, everyone says, "Oh, my religion, your God, my God, your prophet, my prophet." So when it comes to the prophets, God sent prophets to different nations in different times. What I mean by that is just like, let's say our leaders today. every 4 years election being held, a new leader will win the election, and he is the current leader of the country. It's like simple as that. So God sent prophets different times to different people, and that prophet that was sent to specific people was a prophet for those people, and then when another prophet come after him, that's the current prophet. So the last and final messenger of God, Prophet Muhammad, is the current prophet, as Muslims believe. Muslims believe also Jesus was the prophet of God of that time, who was sent to children of Israel. So that was it for the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. I enjoy too. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Assalamu alaikum.